Hi everyone, it's Kim here with Sunshine Creations and Crafts. Thursday is my cousin's birthday, so I'm making her birthday card. And I'm doing some new stuff, and I was at Walmart on Sunday and I found this great foil paper. Now there's 10 sheets in here, and I don't think I've ever done a project with foil, so I wanted to try it. I'm always trying to find things to challenge myself. I'm just setting this foil stack aside here. Another thing that I don't use very often, and I guess I forget about it, is the Impressibilities. And this one is one of those metal, they're not a die cut, they're like an embossing folder, but not an embossing folder. It's very delicate and it's absolutely beautiful, and it worked so good on this foil paper. I don't know if you guys can see it because the glare is real bad, but it's just gorgeous. And this one that I used, I'm trying to see what the name is. There is a flower silhouette, and it's number 12-1015. Now, I kind of had to do an experiment on how to do this through my Big Shot, because I couldn't find anything on YouTube as far as instructions on how to use it on the Big Shot, just the Colorbok. So here's the recipe. You're going to put your platform down. Then you're going to put your one acrylic block, your foam pad, like so. Then you're going to attach your foil paper. I just used some washi, and you have to pick if in fact you're not using the whole entire impressibility. You have to pick where you want that design on the foil. And then you would lay it down like that. And I just used that to hold it down, and then you would put your acrylic block on top. Now when you run it through your Big Shot, you're really going to have to crank it hard, but that's what you want because you want it to have a deep impression. Now I'm not going to actually do this on my Big Shot because I don't have a lot of table space, and when I use my Big Shot when I'm doing videos, it makes the table and camera go crazy. So now the card base I'm using is a 6.5 by 5. It's a little bit bigger than I would normally use. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this foil down. I'm going to be using my ATG, and I'm going to be putting this down underneath, and I'm going to be making some flowers. So the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and put down this, and this is from the My Mind's Eye Memorable paper stack. I'll just thumb through this real quick. Very, very cute paper. Some of it looks like I would want a wallpaper with it, because it's such pretty design. That one right there, that'd be so cute in the kitchen. Oh yeah. Anyway, that's my Midwestern upbringing. Oh, there's my dog. That was one thing that I wasn't gonna miss if I was able to move into my bigger craft room. That fell through, by the way. Oh well, wasn't meant to be. I'm happy in mine now. So, all right, so let's put this here. And before I do this, I'm going to fold this so that I can see what I'm doing. I'm working on, white on white, so I think by folding it I'll be able to see it better. Now this size of this paper, I cut it down a little bit. It's 4 3/4, and for me it didn't matter what the width was. This one is 3.5, but because I'm going to put the foil on top of it. But I do want to make sure that I am even on, all the sides, on the edge and on the bottom edge as well. All right, so let's go ahead and put our foil on. Now, as I mentioned, I have not used foil before, so I'm hoping this ATG will hold it down. I'm going to go ahead and put some in the middle as well. It does go on better. Okay, so I'm going to turn my card like this, and I'm going to try to get that lined up with this one here, and also to have the equal amount of edge at the top as I did the bottom. I can see what I'm going to be doing for Christmas cards. See if I can find some of this in red. Wouldn't that be pretty? Alright, so let's go ahead and make our little flowers. And I picked this paper, which is out of the paper stack as well. And I'm going to use, this is, Don't Tell Me. I think this is Fiskars. Oh, there it is, Fiskars. I should know that. And I'm just going to start out with doing 6. That's 5. All right, let's see how many I'm going to need here. I'm going to probably need more because I want them to kind of overlap. Let's do a couple more. All right, get my Tombow. By the way, I wanted to ask you, I got a new lamp for my videos, and it kind of is dark, or like has a yellow tinge to me. So you let me know what you guys think, if the other lighting was better. I'm just really having trouble seeing things lately. My eyes are getting so bad. I mentioned that in my last video, but even with my prescription glasses and my contacts, just having a hard time. Okay, enough woe is me. Okay, so that's that. And we'll just go all the way across. Like I said, I kind of want them to overlap. You know, like a over-under. Kind of design. I believe I've seen Ranger foil paper, or even Martha Stewart, and I always just passed it up. But for some reason this time this one popped out at me, and I said, oh, that's pretty. I gotta have that because I don't have enough paper. Oh my gosh, you should see how much paper I have. It's fun though. It's fun to stop like one day and just like start going through your paper packs because you forget you have it. And it inspires you to do things. Okay, so my glue is still a little wet, and I'm trying to get it so that it's not going to go over the edge there. So let me move these things around a little bit, hopefully, because they're a little bit too far apart. That's what I like about this Tombow, is you can work with it. It doesn't dry, you know, exactly immediately. When it dries, that's it. It's good to go. I'm trying to make sure that my seam, I'm going to call it, is covered as well. Oh, how cute. But I'm not done. I have these really cute TPC green blingy blings. And I'm going to use those as the center. I'm going to go with the dark. I think that'll really pop out. Whoops, almost lost that one. Okay, so I have to tell you a funny story. My one dog, she kept licking her foot. And I'm like, oh no, she's got like a sore on her foot or something. So I'm checking her out and checking her out. I'm like, well, let me see your foot. She does not like her feet to be touched, by the way. So she was growling at me and fighting with me and everything. Guess what was on her foot? Yep, a bling. One that had popped off when I was trying to put it on with my scissors, and she had stepped on it and got stuck in her paw. Ah, funny, funny, funny. Okay, let's do some heat embossing. Right down here, I am going to put a happy birthday stamp. And I think this is from Fiskars, and it's hard to see it because it's really old and I use it a lot. So let's move that little flower out of the way. Get my embossing buddy out and put it in the middle. I always put it down in the corner here, but I'm going to put this one in the middle. And get my Versamark, my acrylic stamp pad. This is like seen better days, don't you agree? Poor thing. This is really, really old, so I don't know if that's even going to stick on there, but I hope it does. Now the embossing powder that I'm using is a set that I bought at Michael's through Recollections. Yeah, I'm going to put that right there. That'll be good. And it's good stuff. There's lots of different kinds of embossing powders out there. Alright, so get my little brush here and pour power this on. Now I have my ceiling fan on above me, so we'll see how this works. Doesn't go all over the place. I'll take care of that when I'm all done making the card. And my heat gun. Let's do this. I think that is it. Whoops. Yep, that melted. Oh my gosh, I really like this foil. That is just beautiful. All right, so that's my card. You guys got to try this foil thing, and I'm thinking it also works really well with just a regular embossing folder. I would just make sure that you have enough stuff stacked up that it really squishes it and makes it really, really deep. I think that's it for now, and thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.